Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
So it's warm and steamy across Metro Detroit for you on this Tuesday afternoon, but the local forecasters are tracking the threat of storms. Plus, we have an orange barrel alert for drivers in Wayne County. A major construction project begins today on I-275. But we do begin with breaking news here at noon. New information in a deadly road rage shooting in Troy. That story tops our news here at noon. Thank you for joining us. I'm Everard Cassimy. We have learned that one man is in custody now, and we've learned the victim is a Detroit fire lieutenant. It happened around 9:30 last night at the Shell gas station on Rochester Road right near Waddles. Local 4's Victor Williams joins us now live this afternoon. And Victor, what more have we learned about this fireman?
Well, right now his name is not officially being released as of yet, but it's a real shocker that what happened here on the streets came to a violent end right here at this very busy gas station. A 55-year-old Detroit firefighter is dead. Another man behind bars after things got heated while behind the wheel. The shooting took place in the parking lot of the Shell gas station on Rochester Road around 9:45 Monday night. The 55-year-old had gotten into some type of road rage altercation with the driver of a white Jeep Cherokee near his home in Rochester Hills. Apparently, the fireman had been followed 3 miles in his black Ford Crown Victoria to the gas station in Troy. Police say after an argument in the parking lot, a man got out of the passenger seat of the Jeep, firing multiple shots into the Crown Vic. Officers made it to the scene to find the fireman suffering from a gunshot wound. Paramedics tried their best to treat the injury at the gas station, but the man died while at the hospital. Overnight, both the driver and the passenger of the Jeep turned themselves into police, but only the shooter was arrested. Customers who frequently visit the gas station, however, are still in disbelief that this had to happen to a fireman of all people.
It's sad. These people go out there every day and risk their lives. I'm mortified. I mean, it's a nice neighborhood. I'm here almost every day, you know, so it's scary. It can happen right where you live.
And we're told that the shooter will not be charged today. More than likely that will happen tomorrow, and from there we'll learn more about him. But it's just such a shame that just a few minutes can really be a deadly game changer. In Troy, Victor Williams, Local 4.
All right, Victor, thank you for the update there. We're told the shooter will not be charged, likely sometime tomorrow, and that's when we're going to get more information about it. But incredibly sad how just a few moments, as Victor mentioned, can be a deadly game changer there. Of course, we do want to continue to follow that story for you on air and online at clickondetroit.com. New at noon now, the 911 call has been released in the death of Columbus Blue Jackets goaltender Matisse Kivlenix. Take a listen to this.
We're already aware of it. Is he awake and talking to you?
He's breathing. We have a nurse here. He's breathing, but he's doing not very good. I'm in the ICU.
Ma'am, okay, we're on the way.
The accident happened Sunday during a party at his coach's house. And this coach is also a former Red Wing by the name of Manny Legacy. Police tell us that Kivlenix was in the hot tub when a firework tipped over and fired straight at him. The massive 4-year project to rebuild a stretch of I-275 kicks off today. Only one lane of 275 is open in each direction between I-94 and South Huron Road. And then tomorrow, the northbound 275 ramp to Eureka Road will close, and construction there is going to last until late fall, with the entire project expected to be finished in 2024. And 2 accidents shut down parts of I-75 this morning in Genesee County. I-75 North near Mount Morris and I-75 South near M57 are both closed. This is video that shows the extent of the backups there. Traffic is backed up for miles as crews are working to clear the scene. There's no word on the condition of the victims, but of course, again, we'll keep you posted on when those parts of the freeway reopen. Let's talk about Tropical Storm Elsa this afternoon. It is stalking the Florida coast today. Severe winds and driving rains have already blasted the Florida Keys, and now the system is taking aim at the central Gulf Coast. Clearwater Beach is in the center of the potential strike zone, and that's where we find Jay Gray. He's there now with a closer look at what could be on the way.
Hey there, clouds starting to build here on Clearwater Beach. The wind picking up at times, nothing like we're going to see as we move into the day and into the evening here and this storm gets closer to the shoreline. We expect strong winds. There's some models that show this could reach Category 1 hurricane status before landfall early tomorrow morning. You're going to have rain and you're going to see a storm surge in some areas, so flooding's going to be an issue as well. A lot of people who live here have seen these storms before, preparing for the worst.
Freshen up the batteries, check, make sure that the radio works, and make sure that we have extra lights.
Tampa International Airport is suspending all flights starting at 5 this evening. They'll reassess Wednesday morning once this storm moves through. It's still going to be an issue, though. This system will likely hug the eastern seaboard and deliver strong winds again, 40-45 miles an hour, and that rain through the week and possibly as far up as Maine. That's the latest here right now in Clearwater Beach. I'm Jay Gray. Back to you.
All right, Jay, thank you. For more on Elsa now, let's get an update. Tracking a chance of storms here at home as well. Let's start with Elsa, though, and where that storm is headed.
Right, and as Jay covered, a lot of that, it is, good 60-plus miles west-northwest of Key West, and there's the location of this storm on the Gulf side. So the fear of a little strengthening here with the warmer waters could be a Category 1 hurricane, but it will be riding right up the coast with upwards of, 3 to 5 inches, some areas getting as much as 8 inches of rain, and it is packing 60-mile-an-hour winds. 70 on the gusts and moving north-northwest, but soon it'll be just due north and then cutting in over land later tonight. It'll be just south of Tampa Bay, and then just north of Tampa is where it crosses over into maybe Jacksonville, but other areas of Georgia, South Carolina, later in the week we'll get the possibility of another 4 to 8 inches of rain there, and that is not good. Here we are back at home, smooth sailing. At least for now, middle 80s feeling like low 90s, and eyes to the skies with the potential of some flare-ups, some pop-ups late afternoon and evening, Everett. We've got 90s, feeling even warmer, so maybe the bigger threat is the heat. Take it easy.
All right, Brandon, thank you so much. We'll check in with him in just a little bit. Meanwhile, new preliminary findings from Israel suggest the Pfizer vaccine might be less effective at preventing the spread of the Delta COVID-19 variant. The Israeli Health Ministry says that effectiveness fell to 64% since June 6th. That's down from an estimated 94%. The decline coincides with the spread of the Delta variant and the lifting of social distancing restrictions in Israel. However, the vaccine was still 93% effective in preventing hospitalizations and serious illness from COVID-19. Meanwhile, Pfizer has not yet commented on this new data, but says existing studies show that its shot works against a number of variants, including the Delta variant. And here at home, Michigan's vaccination rate is now at 61.9%. And then later today, we do expect to get updated coronavirus case and death numbers, as they are now updated every Tuesday and Friday only. A Novi man charged in the January 6th deadly siege on the U.S. Capitol will face a judge this afternoon. Several FBI tips helped to identify this man, 29-year-old Trevor Brown. Prosecutors say that Brown posted images on his Facebook page about being involved in the Capitol riot. Surveillance video also shows Brown outside of a tunnel at the Capitol. He is the 11th Michigan resident to be charged in the deadly attack. Also today, former UAW Region 5 Director Vance Pearson is scheduled to be sentenced for his role in the union's corruption scandal. Pearson pleaded guilty of embezzling union funds for things like golf, cigars, and clothes. In 2019, the UAW International Executive Board removed Pearson from his position and stripped him of his union membership. Prosecutors are asking for a 14-month prison sentence. We'll keep you posted on the outcome of that. Still to come here at noon, the fallout continues from the latest cyber attack. We'll tell you what we're learning about the world's single biggest ransomware attack yet. But first, new complications at the scene of that tragic collapse of a condo complex in. Welcome back. 4 more bodies have been discovered as rescue crews remain searching for victims in the site of that condo collapse in South Florida. The death toll is now at 32, with 113 people still missing. Today, crews battled strong winds as they moved millions of pounds of debris from the site. Officials have been racing against Tropical Storm Elsa, which is expected to hit South Florida very soon. And there are more details coming out about how a Russian criminal gang breached a Miami-based IT company known as Cassia. Cassia officials say that Friday's cyber attack affected up to 1,500 businesses around the world. The group known as Revel demanded a $70 million ransom payment. They're the same hackers who collected $11 million in ransom from meatpacker JBS about a month ago. The latest attack comes weeks after President Biden told Russian President Vladimir Putin to stop providing safe haven to ransomware gangs. So to come here at noon, the local forecasters are tracking your chance for storms this afternoon. We'll have much more on that as we take a live look from our sky cam there. Meteorologist.
Powered by DTE. Download the Local Forecasters app today.
Well, it was a hot one yesterday, and today kind of the same thing, Brandon. Let's find out when we're going to get, well, are we going to get a cool down or at least a little bit of rain sometime?
We have 2 more days if you're counting today. Tomorrow will be another warm and muggy one, and then we break the pattern a little bit on Thursday into the weekend, where numbers will be a little closer to 80 degrees. Right now, we're middle upper 80s, depending on where you are. Port Huron just dropped off a couple of degrees in the last 2 minutes, but 85 in Howell, 86 Detroit, 86 Monroe, and a pretty gentle wind. At times, that wind will be picking up. It's west-northwest, flip-flopping to the southwest, and a little warmer, muggier air still to come in this afternoon. Current heat indices, temp and humidity combined for what it feels like, right? And a lot of these middle 90s here on the east side from Mount Clemens down to City Airport feels like lower 90s at Metro. So it's a good 6-7 degrees warmer than the air temperature reads, which means low 90s could feel a little closer to triple digits this afternoon, and a few pop-ups with the instability of the heat and humidity. Stray shower or two later tonight, and I think this probably trending into our north zone, the Saginaw Valley over to the Thumb. Some spotty showers. Not getting that heat relief overnight either, so need to find ways to cool down if you don't have the AC. 87 degrees tomorrow. So it is a little bit cooler. We should hit that number right around noon, and then a little cooler through the afternoon with better rain chances Wednesday into Thursday morning. So that could be our wettest stretch of the week, the way it's looking. Not looking too bad out there now. We do have some wispy clouds across M59, parts north, but you can see this frontal area, this frontal boundary, and the showers and storms out of Minnesota, Wisconsin. So the trend is for the UP, northern lower, but a little of that instability near the front should spark a few spotty showers late afternoon and this evening. Heavier stuff north. Tomorrow it's going to be similar again, but I think more numerous showers, and some of these could be super soakers Wednesday afternoon and evening. Again, trending a lot of the rain to our north, but we'll tap into more of that again late Wednesday, early Thursday as our wettest stretch, and numbers do cool down through that period. So again, a little closer to 80 by Thursday, and we may not get out of the 70s Friday, Saturday. The jury still out on our weekend, unfortunately. The model data and everything leading to a little bit of an unsettled weekend, but we'll hit that as we get a little closer. Right now, doesn't look too bad. Something that looks really good. We're talking about the chicken sandwich wars. Popeyes? Nah. McDonald's? Burger King? Not the king. When it comes to chicken sandwiches on this National Fried Chicken Day, today's Tasty Tuesday says, get a grip.
This is going on our first year fully out with the gripper truck.
Durden's Catering on Detroit's west side put its hottest hit on wheels.
Well, we had a crazy chicken craze with the Popeyes Chicken Rush that year. We all got involved with it, and it turned into this. We had so much success with the chicken sandwich.
The Gripper. the food truck's namesake.
It's basically a fried 6-ounce chicken breast, really juicy in the inside, crispy on the outside, topped with Cajun coleslaw, pepper jack cheese, dill pickles, and our bang sauce. It's one of our house favorites, our bang sauce. All right, this is my baby right here. Our baby, I should say. This is the lobster gripper.
Grab a crustacean by the tail.
It's lettuce, Cajun coleslaw, tomato, pickle, the 6-ounce lobster tail, topped with our stinging sauce and green onion.
But on Tuesday, it's tacos with the vice-like grip.
Our tacos is a real big hit on Taco Tuesdays. Perfectly seasoned ground beef tacos. We have our lettuce, tomato, shredded cheese, cilantro, lime, garnished with our spicy ranch.
Also packed into a crispy, crunchy shell, well, Gripper is getting a little shellfish.
This is our lobster taco. Our lobster taco has lettuce, our Cajun coleslaw, cheese, tomatoes, cilantro, and green onion garnished with a lime.
And some food truck French fries. You'll want to grip it and rip it.
It's the Parmesan fries with butter and our fry season.
All right, listen up for today only. The Gripper food truck offering you 15% off your order. You have to mention Tasty Tuesday to Chef Daryl and his crew. The truck will be parked at the Detroit Blues Cafe on Gratiot Avenue, and they'll be there until 6 tonight to get your Gripper deal. Everett.
Yes, and their food looks delicious. Brandon, thank you so much. Still to come here at noon, an outside-the-box approach to getting more people vaccinated against COVID-19. So we're going to head down. Oh, boy. We're going to take you to Bolivia and explain what all's going on here.
As more parts of Metro Detroit continue to reopen, many people are having a hard time adjusting.
Languishing is a kind of dullness. Kind of stays with us, and we aren't even aware of it.
How do you begin to find your motivation and focus? I'm Sandra Ali. As we move forward into this next phase, we're talking to one expert, a Buddhist nun, about how she's helping people find more joy every day, even during the pandemic. What she says is the first step you need to take tonight at 5.
Is 98.6 really a normal body temperature? Dr. McGeorge has the answers.
The real deal when it comes to what's normal and what's not.
Tomorrow on Local 4 News Today.
As part of the legal team at Goodman Acker, we really get to know our clients, always asking, is this in the best interest of our client? When you care about your job, you don't just leave it at the office. That's why Goodman Acker has a 99% success rate and won over $500 million in settlements for our clients.
Or maybe it's because every day we ask ourselves, on every case, what if it was me?
Goodman Acker, good decision. Call 1-800-TRUSTED.
Can a button work wonders in the bedroom? No, not the fun button. The other button.
Sorry.
Marcia has sleep apnea, and her struggles with CPAP had me sleeping in the guest room. Now she's got Inspire. It's a sleep apnea treatment that works inside her body with the click of a remote.
No mask, no hose, just sleep.
Now I'm back.
And we're back.
Come on, let's get it on.
Inspire, sleep apnea innovation. Learn more at inspiresleep.com.
Voting ends soon in Local 4's Vote for the Best,
our 2021 edition, supporting all of the local businesses around town. You can vote once per hour, so vote now. Go to clickondetroit.com/forthebest, presented by Wallside Window.
All right, so finally here at noon, Bolivian clowns get vaccinated against COVID-19 in an attempt to encourage other young people to get their vaccination as well. The colorful vaccine drive happened at the largest public university in Bolivia's capital. The government announced last week its massive vaccination campaign for people between the ages of 18 and 30. So far, 28% of the population, only 28% has gotten the first dose, and then 10% have gotten the second. And depending on who you ask, that may encourage people to get vaccinated or that might scare them off altogether. Either way, do your research. ClickOnDetroit.com has everything that you need to know. Have a great day, everybody.